everybody! It's Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Happy Hump Day. Whoop, whoop. Happy Hump Day to each of every one of you. Happy Wednesday. I hope your cup is full this week. This week is always fun because we get to chit chat, we get to have a little fun, and we get to show and tell for more inspiration from you, which is so awesome. So welcome to Cherub Chit Chat Week, and thank you for all the cherubs that are coming. And if you're wondering what a cherub is somebody who is within the Halo Inspirations community. So all of you are cherubs of quilting, and we appreciate you stopping by. Hello, Miss Mary. I saw you switch. Oh, Angel, I wasn't expecting you. I thought you were doing student teaching.
You're awesome.
Yes, thank you, Miss Mary, for liking the feed. Appreciate that. Hello, Miss Sherry. So you're setting up your classroom today. So we will be keeping you company. Very cool. Well, don't work too hard. I know school, you said, is supposed to start this month, so you're getting ready. Absolutely fun. Glad that you're here. That is an absolute joy. But hello, Miss Sharina. Glad to see you. I do have the chat up right now so everybody can see everybody, but I will turn it off at different points. So just to give you a heads up, school starts the 11th. Oh, there the kiddies come back. Whoop, whoop. Absolutely fun. Absolutely fun. Okay. So I have a few things to share. Oh, FYI, you can see the triple Irish chain behind me. Now let me be honest with you. Okay. This is the top half.
You're awesome.
Thank you so much, Angel. I appreciate it. This is just the top half. I still have, so this is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 rows, I think. Yeah, there's 4 rows you can see. I have this way. I have 1 row. Oh no, that's not the right way. 1 row that needs to go over here still. So that'll be, yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows going across right now. So there is, but for video purposes, I left it off. This isn't how I would sew something together because y'all know I don't like long seams. But I did this so you could see how this was turning out. So there's 1 row that needs to go on this end and 3 rows that'll go down here. Now I still have a few blocks to sew of the 49 patches. So that's why it's not quite done. But I wanted to show you what it was turning out because I know it's hard to see in video. I love this more than I did digitally. This is incredibly awesome. And a lot of people feel that it might be hard. It's not. I promise you, if you break it down and you follow a pressing guide, whether you create it or if you're doing the exact one, you can use mine. It makes it so much easier. But with the 49 patch, let's just say, don't be talking to people. I ripped so many stitches when I was on the phone for business or personal. And you have to stay focused, number 1. And number 2, it's when you have a block with a lot of sewing parts, I don't care if it's a 49 patch or what, it's always good to do one at a time. Instead of trying to chain piece the whole thing together in different parts, long ones, because I have 25 of that 49 patches. Instead of doing all that chain piecing, I focused on 1 block at a time, period. And the other thing I will add, when you start, no matter if it's on a table, on the floor, on the wall, wherever you're laying your blocks out, the pressing guide that I gave, the 49 patch goes, what is it? I have to look. Yeah. Okay. So it goes, I think it's to the left, and the alternate block, the top row and the bottom row go to the right. When you start putting your blocks down, make sure they're facing the correct direction when you do that. That way you know everything's still working. Because if you flip it around, you're going to get flip seams. So, hello, Colleen. Good to see you. Nice to see you here. Oh, so Sharina, you're sewing your summer camp blocks together. Yes. And I did elect to wait until you were finished because you did say you were going to work on it this week. So I'll share it for September. I can't wait. If you're not familiar with the summer camp block pattern that she's talking about, Pat Salone has been working on this once a week, I think. You can correct me, Sharina, if I'm wrong. But it's a different block every week. And it was all about summer camp. And the block would have themes about campfires or, all kinds of different things that you would find in summer camp. And each week was a different block. So it's kind of a sampler quilt. And it's really fun. And Sharina has really done amazing things with it. I can't wait to see it finished. And I can't wait till you see it finished, because it just may inspire you to go out and check that out. Okay, no worries, Anthony. Yeah, it's a chat room. It's about quilting. And they're all angels and cherubs in here. But they're angels and cherubs of quilting. But yeah, glad. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, and I love it. You say stitch cherub. That's really nice. But thank you, Colleen. Anybody can do this. It's not hard. You just have to keep organized. And I'm getting a double run on my chat for some reason, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to keep going. So, speaking of Pat Salone, I do want to share something with you guys. Halo Inspirations, the quilt shop, opened up in 2020. Okay. Yeah, during COVID. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't think of COVID as being an issue. So I did. My husband and I opened the shop, but it was a concept that came from me and my heart. And inside our About page, I explain about what Halo Inspirations is. And I say it when I come on and when we leave on Wednesdays. It's all about bringing you inspirations for your quilting journey, during that time that you're spreading beauty and joy. So that's not the exact saying, but y'all get the point. And in the About page, I explain how I view quilters, and a lot of us view quilters. Quilters are people who are so kind and so warm-hearted and so giving as a whole. Okay, I'm not talking about stinkies. Okay, I'm talking about as a whole, as our industry is. Quilters are amazing with kindness, with sharing, with gifting. Everything comes from the heart, through their hands, to the quilt, and to a recipient. And Pat Salone came out on Saturday and did a video. She does a video almost every day. But her video was when she traveled to Lutheran World Relief, the warehouse they have. And you got to see over 13,000 quilts in that warehouse and learn how they prep them, how they package them, how they ship them out. And they're processing over 700 quilts every day. And I got to be real with you guys. I cried. And I stopped the video and I ran upstairs and I said, Eric, do you have 20 minutes of your life that I can share this with you? And I was so emotional because it's such an example of what quilters are. That's huge. 700 quilts every day being shipped out to various countries and people of need in all kinds of ways. Okay. That's amazing. Now that's really a large scale, but that's exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about quilters. They're the best cheerleaders with each other. They're sharing their knowledge with each other, but they're building these quilts and these treasures of quilts that will last the test of time. And they're making a difference by spreading that beauty and joy. Now that's big level. And that was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is why we did Halo. It's our way of giving back to that kind of community by sharing different inspirations, whether it's patterns, fabric, notions, the work that you do when we get to share what you've been working on. That's the inspiration side, so that you keep making a difference. That is a reality, and it's the way that we give back. That was very large scale. It's such a dramatic way to see. I'm hoping I'm not going to cry. It's such a dramatic way to see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the quilters in the quilting industry. It is amazing what you guys do. Oh my gosh. Now that's big scale, but the thing is, what you have to really think about, it's happening with other large companies and other large organizations, yes, but it's also happening on a personal level. We build quilts for all kinds of things, for happy things, sad things, worrisome things, most spectacular things. We do it for our grandchildren, for our child, for our best friend. We do it for weddings. We do it for birthdays. We do it for when somebody doesn't feel well and you want to give them something that they can wrap around to feel that love that you did while you created. Whew. It finally hit me. That they can feel that love that while you were creating that quilt for them. So it happens hundreds and thousands of times. And I want to say again, thank you to each and every one of you for making a difference across our world. You show it time and time again. It's part of the history. It's part of every country's history. Those quilts are. And it's part of individual history. And what you do is just amazing. Keep it up. Keep it. We even did it during COVID, guys. We made masks. I mean, and for all kinds of organizations. Quilters are amazing. It's not just monetary. It comes well into the work, and it comes really from the hearts. So thank you. Thank you for making a difference in our world. All right. Woo! Let me keep going. Okay. Once a week it was the Pat Stallone thing. I thought so. Now I got to scroll down to see what's going on here. Hello there, Shirley. Glad to see you around to it. I love that name. I think it's so fun. You love watching Pat's sew-alongs. I do too. But that one, if you haven't seen, check it out. And if you're anything like me, it'll make you cry while you watch it, because it's overwhelming how many quilters have given from here, through here. Okay, so that's my spiel. A lot of people wonder why we did Halo, why we opened a quilt shop, and why we do YouTube videos, and what's the why. And you are the why, okay? And we just want to give back to you and support you. And we want to walk with you on your journey of quilting. So that's the why. Okay, now we get to a little bit of fun. Your sister-in-law made over 1,000 masks. Holy moly. Air high five to your sister-in-law. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Okay, so now, because I talked about how we all have built different quilts, and I like to share what you do because I'm hoping it will inspire others, because it does. I mean, who doesn't love looking at quilts, right? And so I have people that send, either they post them in our Facebook private group, The Creative Kingdom, which anybody is free to join. You just have to answer the 3 questions. But they either post them there, or they send me emails or Facebook Messenger on our Facebook page. So I pull all these and I ask for permission. It's a great opportunity to give you that quilty fun and inspiration. So maybe you get a little for yourself. I shared my one well, it's not even finished. My one big project, which I've never not finished a quilt for a video. So this is like kind of weird, but it's been busy, which is, I'm not complaining. It's a good thing, right? It's good to be busy. But that was mine, right? But now let's see yours. Make sure. Okay, so I'm trying to decide which way I want to go with this. I'm going to share Angels first because this was a lot of fun. And if I remember correctly, I'm going to turn off the chat, guys. As soon as I find the button. Okay. Angel, I think, started this quilt before, if y'all remember, I don't even know what they called it, Snowmageddon in Texas, where they had that huge ice storm and a lot of people lost power, lost water, all that stuff. Well, she had her own lemon out of that storm. And so she's brought it back out. And she sent a picture and she allowed me to share this. Basically what this is a Polaroid quilt. This is so much fun, guys. If this doesn't inspire you, oh my gosh. And if you can tell by this, you know, I didn't crop it to make it bigger, but they are Polaroid pictures per se, but it's quilting. And she did tell me that every one of those centers of the picture part of the Polaroid is fussy cut. Okay. And every one of them has a purpose or a reason or meaning to her. So she's really put in a lot of herself in here and gave it to herself as, or done this as a way to look at and to have feeling behind her quilt. That's her story. This is her story. So every one of those blocks means something to her. The one row, the 2 rows there down at the bottom, she did tell me that they're from her quilt guild, that they did a swap. So she has those from others too. So I think that's really, really cool that she's got a lot, you know, all of those fussy cut meanings, but then she also has her quilt guild friends that did the swap and she has something from them too. So what a great quilt. Now she's thinking about putting cameras on the bottom, but she hasn't decided. She also did say, which I wanted to share with you guys, she found a fabric that has a lot of Polaroid cameras on it. She said it's a new line by Lisa Flower, and she said it's a cool retro line. So if you're interested in looking, the designer again is Lisa Flower, and it's spelled Lysa and then flower, like the word flower. Okay. And it's got and it's on a new line, she said, but it's got a whole bunch of Polaroid cameras. I'm kind of intrigued. I want to go look at it to see what other, you know, in that line would be in there. But I think that's awesome. And that she's thinking about using that, but she hasn't decided. So, can't wait to see that finished, Angel. Thank you for sharing. They're 2.5-inch squares. Holy moly. So you've been working on your Christmas quilt, Mary. Again, very good. Your crazy one. Your crazy Christmas. Whoop, whoop. Gotta love Christmas. Gotta love being crazy. Isn't that pretty cool, guys? Yes. So I don't know. I took off the chat. So Angel, we've got Sherry saying it's amazing. So when Colleen says, wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. And then Angel did say she trimmed each in black and squared up to 6.5 inch. Very cool. Yeah, you can't see what's on each block because I didn't blow it up. Sorry, Mary. And then Mary did ask, is there a motif on each one that you, Angel, decide on? And she said, oh, Angel did say thank you, everyone, because I know you can't see the chat box right now, so I'm making sure. So, Angel, the question was, is there a motif on each one that you decide on? And yeah, she fussy cut each one, and each of those things has a meaning, a purpose, or a reason that has meaning for her. Okay, so, but I'm sure Angel will reply here in just a second. But thank you again, Angel. This is inspirational. That is a great story for that quilt. I can't wait to see it done. I'm sure everybody else is going to be excited to see what you do with it. She said each one was cropped to look like a real picture. That is so cool. Well, I'll have to do a blow up, Angel, at some point, if I can, if the picture has enough pixels in it when you finish it, right? Okay, so let's go to the next. Sharina has been a busybody. I did tell you that she was working on that Summer Camp by Pat Sloan. We're going to wait to share it when she has it all stitched together for next September, if she's willing to let us see. But she did have 3 others on board. We have, the first one is Jelly Roll Ripples. It's a fat quarter shop pattern, but it's called Jelly Roll Rippers. And she did say there's one more row that you can't see. But isn't that just super awesome? I actually like the design, and the fabric choice, the coloring, is so super cute. But I don't know that pattern, so I'm kind of intrigued with it. And I love that she did cornerstones and sashing with it. Well, maybe they're not. No, that's not. That's part of the block. Oh, it looks like it. Oh, that is just a really, really cool pattern. Love the colors. Yeah, so do I, Sherry. I love those colors too. I will tell you that Angel said also that those that she cropped to look like a real picture. She said it looks like things like Smurfs, Grinch, watermelon, etc. Of course, Mary, we'll see if we can get it bigger whenever she gets it finished. Oh, Colleen, you love the colors on this quilt too. I do too. I think she did amazing. What a fun pattern. Okay, so that was her first one. That's Sharina's. Man, she's busy girl. Sharina, how many quilt tops have you done this year already? I mean, this girl pumps them out. The next one Sharina also did is a keyhole, and this is her layout. She's just started. I think this is really cool too, but it's a keyhole pattern. So those are to look like keyholes. I think this is fun. And I love the color choice. And some of the fabric's a lot of fun too. But isn't that neat? So she has it. I mean, this is going to be done in no time, I'm sure, for her. She's got it all laid out. She's got it all cut. Now she's just got to sew it all together. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, love her color and prints. Jelly Roll Ripples, that is the whole quilt. Okay. Love those colors. Cute and bright. Yes, isn't it? I can't wait to see that finished. I cannot wait to see that finished. I think that'll be beautiful. Then Sharina also, I shared last month that she started her button quilt, which I thought was so cool because I could see doing a button quilt and adding some spools with it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Well, she actually got it finished as a topper. Isn't that, oh, see, that's even better than what we saw. That is so darn stinking cute. I love this. And those colors again, they're bright and happy. So that is her button quilt. She said it's a pattern by Cluck Cluck Sew. So if you're interested in doing a button quilt, that's the Cluck Cluck Sew is the pattern. Yeah, the keyhole quilt, Mom says, is something very different. Happy quilt. It is. Oh, spreads happiness. It does.
I like the keyhole quilt too.
Oh, can y'all hear Michael? He's on here. He's the ominous one. I don't know if y'all can hear him. He just said, which one did you like, Michael?
Cute one too. I think that's cool.
The what one?
The keyhole.
The keyhole one. And then Sharina did say that it's a batik jelly roll. I'm guessing the keyhole one. Sherry says she loves the button one with the variety of colors. Yes, she is very talented. And she pumps them out, Colleen. I'm telling you, Sharina she is a quilting. She pumps these things out. It's amazing. Sharon or my mom. Everybody, my mom is Sharon. She says a button quilt is very bright and happy. You did hear him. Okay, good. Because I forgot to tell y'all he was on here. But he's trying to keep me on track, and if he has something to say, he's feel free. But that way, you say his voice is, it did sound distorted for a second, but I think it's how he was talking. But
It might be my connection too. I'm not in the greatest area at the moment.
right. But he's there to keep me on track. He's also doing the monitoring in case there are trolls, but I don't usually have too many problems every blue moon. But he's out here, and so if you hear him, it's like, ooh, we're all cherubs here, and somebody's talking. Do we? But he's on here for voice and to keep me on track in case I lose track, or if there's a question anybody asks, then he can refer to me if I don't see it, because sometimes I don't see everything. Yeah, Mary thinks that's fun. But I love this button quilt. I love, Sharina, all of your quilts that you shared for this month. I know people are inspired because they have been absolutely fun. Absolutely fun. So thank you, Sharina. All right, next one we've got is Mary. And Mary shared with me two okay, so the first one, you did hear earlier that she did say that she's been working on her crazy Christmas quilt. And this is where the last picture that I have. Now, she has done each block inside the cornerstones and sashing, which I like. This I actually like. But what I really want to point out is those red, I think they're snowflakes. I don't have faraway glasses, remember, guys? I need them and I don't have them yet. But they're all hand embroidered. Am I correct on that, Mary? I mean, that is amazing. That's part of her adding her flair and her own embellishment is what she's doing with that cornerstones and sashing. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. The buttons are cute. Yes. Thumbs up. Snowflakes. Yeah, I hope that's what I said. That's what I thought they were. But Angel, by the way, Shireen, I know you're on YouTube. She did say that the buttons are cute. That's what I was reading. So, yeah. And that's hand embroidered, right? Am I right about that, Mary? Oh, Sherry says for your quilt, because she's on YouTube, love that. It is so unique. Yeah, and it's hard to see in this picture because I don't know, maybe you can. But each one of her centers is these awesome polar bears. So her crazy quilt this is just fun. And I love the hand embroidered, I think it's hand embroidered, snowflakes. Colleen says, oh my gosh, hand embroidered. Wow, that is awesome. I know, right? Oh yeah, she did say yes, embroidered. Isn't that awesome? I just love this. Thank you, Mary, for sharing. Now, I've also, if you've been around a while, you'll know that I talk about Mary being, she does some really cool stuff with art quilts. And she has finished one. Y'all wait. She calls it Dream Flight. And it's her art quilt. Boom. Is that not so cool? Is that not so cool? Huh? Did you say?
How do you do that?
Who? Oh, yeah. Isn't that neat, Michael? Michael just said, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Because they look
That's nuts.
they're coming out at you, right?
There's all kinds of stuff going on with this picture that I'm like, I don't understand how you even do that in a quilt.
Isn't that just so cool?
Yeah.
You started laughing at it now and you love. Oh yeah, you started with your crazy quilt, Mary, and you were laughing when you were first making it. I remember because she said, I would never put these fabrics together. But now she says she looks at it and she loves it. Yeah. Jaw dropped, Colleen says, Mary, on your dream flight. Sharina says, cool. Sherry says, that is crazy cool. My mom says, I love that art quilt when I first saw it. Beautifully done. That is, I love your art quilts, Mary. They're very inspirational. Very inspirational. So, yeah. And then sewing Colleen, my goodness, amazing. Oh, the balloons are trapunto. So trapunto, Michael, is a way to quilt, but you put more batting in it to make it puffy. So in that area, it's a whole process, it's a whole method. But in that area, what she's done to make them stand out is she's put some extra batting in there so that it has that effect. But it is a process. So
Okay.
she said, "Thank you. It's on my wall now." Yeah, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So thank you, Mary. I love your art quilts. I love them. All of them. Love, love, love your art quilts. Very inspirational. So thank you for that. Okay, so next one on the list. Whoop, whoop. And I think this might be our last. Yeah. So I got a few from Sherry. Trying to decide where to go with this. Oh, and of course, I only wrote one note down. So we're going to go here. The whole thing about the ones that I'm going to share with you today with Sherry. Sherry is, and she, I swear my mom and her could be quilting sisters. She is just absolutely in love with Lori Holt. So we were having a conversation about different things about Lori Holt. And so she shared some of her Lori Holt quilts, okay? And the fabrics that she uses. And I just find this so inspirational. That is awesome. That is pretty. I love the background choice. I love the secondary patterns that you can see in there. Well, the secondary and the trietary. Is that the right word? Tritary? Oh, listen, I'm going to make an idiot out of myself. But you know the word. Oh, y'all, I just got to add, on that art quilt, she said she painted the fabric in the background.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
But I love the idea behind this quilt and seeing all the different ways to look at it. You can see something different in all the different patterns. So I love this quilt. Very, very pretty. Mary says she loves the fabric, Sherry. Oh, and my mom says, my kind of quilt, love her some Lori Holt. Yep, Lori Holt fabric. And Sewing Colleen says it's gorgeous. Yeah, and there's a running joke that Sherry and I have now, Mom. I tried to call you, but we didn't connect. So we have a running joke because you made a comment about, hey, did you know, or things we were talking about Utah in the chat one time. And of course, Lori Holt lives in Utah. And then, so she pointed that out, and I don't know, 15, 20 minutes later, my mom said again, oh, by the way, did you know that Lori Holt lives in Utah? So now, when I talk to Sherry, we always, by the way, did you know that Lori Holt lives in Utah? Because it's so funny. So, yes, she loves her some Lori Holt. Awesomeness, Sherry. That's what Mom says. It's gorgeous, said Colleen. Yeah. Okay, next one. I love that quilt. Here's the next. Listen, we're on a Lori Holt theme. Bam. Look at this. Now, I want to say this is is that the flea market pattern? Or is that the quilt on top of one of the vintage books? I can't remember which one it is. So, and by the way, Colleen just said, seriously, painted? Mary, you're a genius. Oh, look. And y'all YouTubers, my mom just commented in the Facebook chat. She said, yes, by the way, did you know Lori Holt lives in Utah? Laugh out loud. Yeah. So I'm trying to decide, Sherry, which looks like, Primrose. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, goodness. Is that Sherry's also? Yeah, these last ones are all Sherry's. And you wouldn't know because, they're all Lori Holt, right? We had no clue that Sherry might have done it.
Oh, man.
It's part flea market and part crossroads. Okay, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, she tends to do that. She'll mix and match for her. I love that about Sherry, too. She will take different things and put them all together. But the primrose, though, has the flowers, right, Mom? On the borders, is that the one? But it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Oh, Sherry's laughing at you, Mom. Haha, Sharon. About your by the way. Yeah, she's very busy too. Yeah, my mom just said, I think Sherry and I are sisters. Yep, they both live in Pennsylvania, not too far from each other either. Okay, so that is that one. Here's the next. This makes me want to make it. It is so happy.
Also very neat.
Say what?
All of these feel very traditional.
Oh, yes, these are. That's a Lori Holt's traditional. You're right. Mm-hmm.
They just feel very traditional.
Yeah, they are.
I like modern.
I know. I love traditional.
I know you do.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do a little modern, but this is my kind of thing. I want to make this. I want to make this so much. Oh, and now Sherry's in on the chat. Mom, by the way, did you know that Lori Holt is from Utah? Oh. Mary, that looks so nice. She loves it. What pattern is that, Sherry? My mom's asking. I want to say she did a YouTube tutorial on the flowers, and I'd have to look in the books. I don't think they're in the books, but I want to say she did a tutorial on YouTube. It's awesome, Colleen says. It is awesome, isn't it? So Sherry, she's asking where you got the pattern because she wants to do one. I bet. So we'll keep an eye on that. Mom, I'll see if she answers that one. Now this one's fun too, guys. Last one from Sherry. Boom. This is a wall hanging that she did with, for her office. Yeah, for her office, maybe / sewing room, maybe just office. But it's a wall hanging, and the pattern is, she mixed them again. She used, I'm going to say her last name wrong. Erica Arndt. ARNDT. She has over 300 subscribers. So if you want a little quilting inspiration, there's plenty of it there. She's got lots of videos. She's been doing it for a number of years now. And I went to go listen to see how she pronounces her name, but at the beginning of her video, she says, hey, it's Erica. She never says her last name. So I don't know how to pronounce it. But she took a Lori Holt pattern and an Erica pattern, and she blended them together, and this is the creation. And I think this would be so much fun to hang in my sewing room. I love it. Love me some tomatoes. Love me some spools. Love the border. Love, love, love.
Why is there a tomato?
Huh?
Why is there a tomato?
Oh, tomatoes, Michael, are a symbol of pin cushions. Because you know how you have the tomatoes and you put the pins in, and then it has a little strawberry that hangs off of it sometimes? You know, the tomato pin cushions? That's what that is.
Oh.
So when you see tomatoes in quilting, they're
in my brain, though, I see all this, a
farm thing. You can do
not a tomato.
Yeah, but that's what that is when you see it with sewing. Now you can make a quilt with vegetables, so you can have tomatoes in there if you're doing vegetables, right? But that's what the tomato symbolizes. Huh?
It's a pin cushion.
It is a pin cushion, correct.
It's a tomato.
Okay, so Mom, she said the flowers was from her So Simple Shapes remix from her Autumn Love Simple Shapes. She did it on YouTube. Yeah, I remember her doing it on YouTube. And then Sharina says she ain't up to trying applique yet. Oh, Sharina, you can have fun with it once you get started. You're gonna get hooked. Isn't that the cutest wall hanging? I think Sherry made it for me. Oh, that's what my mom said, Sherry. She thinks that you made it for her. Okay. And then she said, I purchased most of the fabric that she used for the wall hanging here from Halo Inspirations. Oh, and Mary said she just bought a new tomato pin cushion. Yeah.
That's
Does it
crazy.
have a little strawberry with it? Lori Holt has Farm Fresh pattern also. Yes, she sure does. Yes, she sure does. So thank you, Sherry. This has been fun. And one of the things, Mom, one of the reasons I also tried to call was to see if you had any of your photos on your new phone, or a way that you could send me some of your Lori Holt inspired quilts, or quilts with Lori Holt fabric, but anything Lori Holt, or any of your quilts. I mean, you've got some phenomenal. You have a carpenter star that's phenomenal. You have a kitty cat one that's phenomenal. You've got a lot of great quilts. So if you don't mind, I would love to be able to share yours too, because people want to see them. I have one in my house. I thought about hanging it, but I needed to show you the triple Irish, so I'll bring that out at some point too. But thank you, Sherry, for all of your inspiration. Now our chat's going to go, the chat box is going to go crazy as it's loading. So that's all. That's all. Like, that wasn't enough. Yeah, that was fun. Absolutely fun. Hey there, Dawn. Glad to see you. Yeah, see, Mary wants to see your quilts too, Mom. So be very awesome if you could send me some pics and I can get them loaded. And that way people can see your quilts too, because you've got some beautiful quilts. Beautiful, beautiful. Speaking of Lori Holt, and speaking of my mom, I want to tell you all that on the website, so Christmas in July well, it's no longer July, right? Colleen says, yes, people do want to see them. Oh, now the chat box up, but at least this people would love to see them. That was fun and inspiring. It was. Okay, so speaking of Lori Holt and speaking of my mom, Christmas in July and the website is done because we're now in August. It is the 3rd of August, 2022. And this is my mom's birthday month, okay? And so we always do something for the month, okay? And so that we put on sale. And because it's my mom's birthday month, my kids call my mother Meemaw, okay? So on our website, we actually have in the shop a tab that says Meemaw's Heavenly Quilting Corner. And it's filled with mostly Lori Holt, let's just be real. But then she also loves butterflies and different things and butterflies. So you'll see everything that she may like in that. So if you're a Lori Holt fan, it's an easy way to find everything, okay? But what we have done to celebrate, and everybody's on Lori Holt right now. We're all making granny squares, crocheting, cross stitching. Oh, you are the boss of your own quilt. People are going to be doing that. It's a Lori Holt. It's exploding right now, and it's my mom's birthday month, and she loves Lori Holt. So we're taking everything, not just Lori Holt, but everything in my Meemaw's Heavenly Quilting Corner is on sale, except anything from the Prairie line, because that's all new. Okay, it's still rolling out. We haven't gotten everything in. So that's the only thing that's not on sale. But everything else that you could find in Meemaw's Heavenly Quilting Corner is on sale to celebrate my mom's birthday, Meemaw's birthday. And, let's just get on the bandwagon with Lori Holt and let's just run and have a lot of fun. So, but like I said, there are some other things in there. And to make it easy to know exactly what's on sale, there is a Halo Hop Down tab in the shop, and that shows you everything. You don't have to go 8,000 different places. It's easy to find. You can take a peek, see if you're, something in there that you've been wanting to have. Sherry says, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Meemaw.
Oh, happy birthday from Dawn. Happy birthday month, Sharon, from Colleen. She said her dad and brother and 2 sons have birthdays this month. Wow, this is a big month. Oh, Sherry just said, looks like more shopping for me. Yeah, sorry. So, I just want to let you know what's going on for that. And I do have one. This isn't on sale as of yet. Okay, this is part of the Prairie line. I've talked about it. It's a bolt that came in. I know a lot of you have already seen the 5-inch, 10-inch square packs and the fat quarter bundle, so I didn't bring that. And my mom says, oh, y'all can see that. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I forget I have the chat box up. Now the chat box is going to go away again for a second, but I have a bolt of the Very Prairie from the Prairie line, and it is their multi. It's basically like a cheater. But I wanted to show it to you. We do have two more bolts coming from the Prairie line, but they haven't made it here yet. They haven't even, they haven't been shipped from Riley Blake yet. Okay. I will tell you, because I know my mom's going to ask, so I'm just going to tell everybody, if you are interested in the seed packets, they have shipped from Riley Blake. They are on their way, and as soon as they get here, we'll get them on the website. So the seed packets that's new too. And I think it goes with the Prairie line, so that won't be on sale either. But they're on their way, because I know y'all been waiting. So the seed packets are coming, and I'll talk about the seed packets next time. But let me show you this bolt. Let me just go here real quick. Okay, this is the fabric, guys. This is the Very Prairie multi. Let me just spin it around. There. Isn't that cute? I love this fabric. And Angel will die. Well, she'll be not dying, but she'll be happy. A dying happy thing. These, now, with her Prairie is inspired for Lori Holt. It was an inspiration, thinking back to her ancestors crossing across the plains into the West on their wagons, wearing their bonnets that they handmade and taking their quilts that they handmade. And so all of that whimsical idea of traveling on this wagon, on a wagon trail, that's her inspiration. So I'm going to turn the light down. You're going to see a wiggle. Okay. The selvaged, these are bonnets. Those are bonnets. Isn't that just darling? You love the Prairie cheater fabric? Yeah. That's adorable. It is. That's so cute. Oh, yeah, I agree with you. That, although I'm reading the comments, Dawn and Sharon and Colleen. So I'm going to switch back. One other thing, and this isn't on sale either because it is part of the Prairie line. But one other thing I wanted to share with you. These are tin mugs, and I don't buy these very often. This is the second time we've purchased the tin mugs. Some of them can say for the Prairie line, it's kind of like a camp mug, that you sit around the campfire and drink out of. Which absolutely darling idea, but it is a tin mug, and these are part of her Prairie pattern. You'll see this for sure in the kits when I get the kit. She will be doing a sew along too with her Prairie fabric, and so you look forward. So you should see this. But a lot of people use it to put like pens in there, stuff to sit on your desk and put stuff in. So I wanted to share that because that did arrive too. And I don't, like I said, we don't usually purchase these mugs. This is the second time we've done it because I thought it was so pretty with all of because it is the Prairie fabric that's on there. So I just thought that was so inspirational and love the coloring. And if you're a traditional quilter, I think you'd love it. And of course, Lori Holt, right? By the way, did you know she's out of Utah? Prairie Meadow quilt pattern. There you go. Very good. That fabric is upside down. Oh, I had it right at one point. I turned it around so you could see the selvage. But thank you. The cups. My mom says the tin cups were used a lot on the farms. My great-grandmother always had them. Yeah. Look at that mug. Yep. How very cute. Absolutely. Okay, let me switch.
Coffee mug.
Yep. That's big, though, for a coffee mug. I mean.
Exactly. What do you know? That's
good, point. Huh?
Yeah.
It's made out of tin, though, so you put something hot in here. I wonder how warm. Well, that would be good, too. Oh, there goes the chat. It goes nuts when I do that. But yeah, cute mug. Cute mug. So that's the 2 items I had to share. I wanted to let you know what was on sale for the month. If there's stuff in there, once it's gone, it's gone. If you have a discount code that hasn't expired and you haven't used, it will work with sale items. Just saying. Yeah. So that's what I got. I personally love the quilts. that part was the funnest. But I do want to say I do appreciate, we all do, I know Michael included, when you purchase from Halo and keep this dream going. Michael gets the text from the app that let him know that the sale come in, and he gets all excited. Every time when one comes in, he's like, woohoo! Of course, he's in Oregon. He's not helping me ship it, but that's okay. In due time, right, Michael? Oh, you could put a small plant. That's a good idea. Well, how big is it?
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm still all for it being a coffee mug.
You're still all for it being a coffee mug, yeah. It's about, from end to end, it's 4 inches in diameter when I measured it. Now, it has a tiny bit of a lip, so it's just slightly under 4 inches, but when I stuck it up there to measure, it's about 4 inches in diameter, going all the way across the cup. So, yeah, it's a good size cup, guys. Love it. Yeah, no, Colleen just said, thank you, Angel, for the beautiful show and tell. Thank you all for the inspiration. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Have a blessed rest of your day, too, Colleen. Thank you for being the light. Thank you, Angel, for the beautiful show and tell. That's you guys. That's you that made that beautiful. And thank you for allowing me to share it with the Halo Cherub community. Mary says she can't stand when my coffee gets cold. Yeah, see, I don't drink coffee, so. And then you got those that put ice in their coffee and drink iced coffee. I don't know. That's just weird to me. I know my daughter loves it, so.
Iced coffee is a different breed. Like, I like iced coffee, but if I make hot coffee, I don't want it cold.
Okay, but you like iced coffee, but if you're going to make coffee, you don't want it cold. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. So, Mary, thank you for sharing my quilts and for the nice compliments, everyone. Well, Mary, you did a beautiful job. Thank you for sharing your quilts with us. It's again, we're quilters, and you guys today that allowed me to share your work. You made a difference. You're making a difference by spreading beauty and joy in the world. You're that prime example of why we do what we do. It's seeing those things and knowing that you put your heart into it every time you do one of these. Y'all are amazing. You're amazing. And anything we can do to give back, we're trying. Oh, Sharina says she don't drink coffee either. Air high five to you.
I'll be making coffee after this.
Okay. Michael, Mary gave you a heart. Because she likes your comment about the iced coffee, and if you're going to make coffee, it can't be cold. But thank you, guys. Yeah, exactly, right? Thank you so much, guys, for stopping in. That has been our Cherub Chit Chat. I will tell you in 2 minutes, Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter is going to be with Pieces, Love, and Quilting to do a quilt pattern. I forget what it is. But I'm going to jump over there in a few minutes so I can see what in the heck's all that about. Because, I mean, you could have downloaded a pattern and found it, or I want to see, right? So you can go check her out. No, thank you, Sherry. You love coffee. But you are amazing. I appreciate that. At any rate, thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you. Okay, so next week, I'm going to go ahead 1 week in August and 1 week in September. We are taking a small break. I'll tell you why for September next month. But this is my little way of making sure I get caught up. No, that's not the reason. We got that sew along we're working on, so we want to make sure we keep it going and get it out sooner than later. So I'm not gonna be here next week, but the following week we're going to talk about crazy quilts again, and then the week after that I'll let you know that time. I'll let you know what's coming up. But we've got some projects down the chain. We've got some more fun to do, and yeah, I feel like there's something else. Oh, I will put in the description box when I get off here Pat Saloon's video that I've talked about and the Lutheran World Relief website information. Y'all, it'll warm your heart and feed your soul to see what kind of industry and to know that all of us boys and girls that quilt are really, truly doing so much for the world and making a better place. So I'll put that in down there. Take a gander. It'll feed your soul too, I promise. But until next time, guys, may you continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful. Never stop believing and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. I love y'all. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. Happy quilting. See y'all soon.